We're live, baby. Good morning to all of you watching. Thank you guys for showing interest and hopping on the live stream. All right. Brand new week. And we got 5 days ahead of us. So we're looking to start off the week on a good start, right? What am I saying? Okay, anyways. Let's get this thing rolling, dude. So these are a few things that I'm thinking about for today. So as you guys have noticed here on the ES, SPY, SPX, whatever you're charting, right? It's all tracking the same thing. We ran up, a good amount last week, and we're now forming higher highs, which we haven't seen. We haven't seen these levels in quite a long time now. So you really have to go back quite a bit to find any levels of resistance. And these are just a few levels that I've marked down just as a way to gauge levels of interest. So 43.05, something that I'm keeping an eye out, could potentially be the first profit target. And then we got 43.15. And let's go ahead and round these. So we could see a little bit of resistance here, right? I'm not entirely sure if we will, just because I had to go back close to a year. But there's just a few things that we're going to keep in mind. We're going to highlight. And we're going to keep an eye on them as price approaches these levels here. But as you can tell, there's really not much there's no clear direction here. We are making higher highs, but it seems like price has been stuck in this range here. So I'm going to wait until the market develops and see if we can see like a clear trend structure. I should probably put high time frame resistance. High time frame resistance. This was also, this here is the high of day from last week on Friday, and resistance. So I really want to confirm before I go in for a long, before I buy up the market, I really want to confirm that we do have some buyers that are going to step in and make higher highs. But, we do have quite a few levels we need to break. We have an area of interest here around 42.95, and then we have high of day and a little bit of resistance here at 42.97. We're going to go ahead and round this out to 42.98. And then we just have levels one after the other. So, I mean, from what we have right now, it looks, I think going short is the better route, but I still have to wait until the market develops and tells me that confirmation. Yo, good morning. Good morning. So that's something that I'm keeping an eye on. I'd be very careful going long here as we break past this range. I usually don't like trading the break of ranges because it never works out for me. It's always a fake out and then it pulls back just like what we're seeing here. Um, so yeah, it just seems like it's really congested up here. Seems like it's very congested. If we can get below, the EMAs and start to see a trend forming to the downside, then I'd be interested in going short. And I'll be sure to tell you guys once I'm in a position. As of right now, I don't have an entry, so I can't really tell you where I'm gonna get in exactly. And if there's something that you guys are looking at that I'm not noticing, or something that I didn't mark down, please feel free to throw it in the chat. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions too, go ahead and shoot. This right here are my EMAs, the 9 and the 21. I don't like how we keep going above and below them. So once again, seems like we're kind of stuck in this range here. I want to see a clear trend, either to the upside or the downside. I really don't care. What I do care about is getting in at the best entry. And this is a pro tip right here. Look at the higher time frame candles and see what the momentum is. Just look at the candle momentum. All right, look how short this wick is. Look how short all these candles are. So there's not much momentum. If we go to the 2 hour, I mean, look at that. Strong rejection here in the 2 hour. But for the most part, we have really short candles. The only big candle that I see is this red candle here. But in comparison to last week, let's just take Friday as an example. Look at the big candles and the higher highs that we were forming as we opened up on Friday. Right, same thing here. We had big candle, right? Another big candle. I'm gonna get rid of that zone there just because we just broke past it. So I'm invalidating that zone. The other area that I'm looking at is up here. Somewhere in this ballpark. We have a little supply zone there, a little 10-minute supply zone. We've tested it quite a few times and now we're testing it for the third time. All right, we got 1 minute till the market opens. Let's get to it, man. All right, pretty strong volume just entered the market. Pretty strong rejection here at 42.90. We're staying above that psychological level. All right, we're seeing some pretty strong volume to the downside. Let me hop over to Bookmap. I would want this 42.90 to crack as the first sign of a reversal. So that has to crack. I wouldn't get in just yet, just because we're still staying up. We're still above my EMAs. So I'm gonna respect those. But this 42.90 level is clearly a level of interest. $42.93. I like that. $42.93. If we can see a retest of $42.93, I would be willing to get in for longs. All right, I'm in here. Stop loss is gonna be at 42.90, but I'm in for longs here at 42.93. I just don't like that strong rejection we saw here at 42.95, but let's see how this plays out. All right, baby, let's go. It's looking good. Awesome. Let's get to it. So this is where I got in right here. That's my little zone right there. I got in at 42.93 as we saw that little immediate retest. Right there. Boom. But we're seeing some pretty strong rejections here. Stop loss is at 42.91. That's my mental stop loss. I'm gonna have to trim a little bit. It's only 5 points though. Now I'm gonna speculate that we're gonna break past the high day. So if we can break past the high day, I'll trim once we get 10 points on this move, which would be 43.03. That would be 10 points from where I got in. The only thing I'm kind of bummed out about is I didn't get into the position in my futures account. I'm only in my options account right now. But it's all good. All right, nice little run up here. Let's see if we can break past that 42.98 level. You see how we get new information, and then it gives me confluence, and it gives me the confidence to get in, right? I didn't see this until we formed this candle here, like 2 minutes before the market opened. All right, looks like we're gonna kind of want to trim a few here at 29. All right, trim just a few. I'm gonna let two contracts ride. I'm gonna shoot for 43.05. But I did trim most of my position here. Went in full size, 6 contracts, trim 4 of them. I'm gonna let 2 of them ride. Just because I am seeing a little bit of selling stepping in here, pretty strong rejection. I wouldn't want this to get below 42.95, honestly. If we get below that, then I'm going to have to get out entirely. I mean, you see 4,300 is a huge psychological level. Look at all the orders that are piled up right there. So it's going to be a hard level to crack. But if we do crack, I mean, we're going to see higher highs for sure. So far pretty good though. We got to stay above 42.95. If we get below it, I'm going to have to get out. All right. We're seeing a little bit of buying step in here. Let's just find a little bit of continuation, get above this 4,300. That would be amazing. So as this plays out, I just want to do a quick little recap of what I saw. So for those of you that don't know, I'm looking at the 10 minute, the 2 minute, the 5 minute, and then the 1 minute. Those are like the 4 time frames that I'm constantly looking at. But I gotta admit the 10 minute, the 10 minute and the 2 minute are probably like my golden time frames. I just rely on those the most. But here on the 2 minute, we saw a really strong rejection down here, and then we broke past this opposing zone with some aggressive buying, right? So I got in right as we saw that immediate retest at 42.93. I got in here, and just as you guys noticed, we saw some resistance up here, so that's when I trimmed a little bit off my position. I got 2 contracts, and I'm hoping that we can break past this 4,300 level and maybe get up to 43.05. See how price reacts up there. But yeah, these are the opposing zones that I look for, and it all happens so fast. But I'm also looking at the 10-minute candles breaking past previous candles, right? So we broke past this candle here, and then we saw that retest. And then the 1 minute, I mean, I really use the 1 minute to gauge how much volume steps in as we reach these certain key levels, right? So you can, I'm sure most of you do this, like when we get to this key level here, I want to see how much volume is stepping in. And clearly, as you know, as we rejected up here, there wasn't a lot of selling volume. So that kind of does give me that conviction that we're going to make higher highs, because not a lot of sellers are stepping in. So we're still in this position. I'm trading options right here, so I really want a quick move. I don't want to overexpose myself. All right, so 4,300, here we come. As you guys can tell, we have a lot of sellers there, so it's gonna be a tough level to crack. And if you're looking at the 1 minute, notice how much volume is stepping in. This is looking pretty good though, because it's finding acceptance in these levels. We're not rejecting aggressively. We're finding acceptance in these levels. I'm sure we're gonna see a crack here. There you go. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Come on now. 43.05. I'm gonna keep adjusting my stop loss, so now I don't want it to get below 42.97. I want it to just keep trending to the upside. Just keep making, even if it's a small little trend, I just want it to keep going up. And we do have PMI coming out at 7, so that should shake up the market a little bit. like this. I like where we're going. It's looking pretty good still. I definitely don't want it to get below 42.97. I would get out, but we're doing amazing right now. There's it's still too early to say if we're gonna see a reversal here. Um, right now we're just making higher highs here. And I don't see another opportunity to get in. So if you're on the sideline, just remain patient. Yeah, there's I don't see any opportunities to get in or add to my position right now. So we got to stay above 42.97. I like that. Once again, we're finding acceptance in these levels. Like, yeah, we may be kind of consolidating here, but price seems to like these levels. And buyers do have the upper hand right now, so this is a bullish sign. Yeah, if we crack 42.97, I'm gonna have to get out. Finger on the trigger. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't you think about doing it. Nope. Stay above. See how we just tested that 42.97? It's gonna be a tough level to crack. So if it does crack, it's gonna be a bearish indication here. Chill out. Chill out. All right. All right. I'm outie. All right. Small little win here. Very small little win here in my options account. Yeah, we're starting to see a little reversal here. You know what? If we can get back to 42.97, I'd be willing to take this short. Ride it up and ride it down. Let's see if we can get that immediate retest, 42.97. If we can get an immediate retest, I'd be open to taking this short. And I'm going to go in with both accounts here. Pretty strong rejection here as we retested our 42.93, which was our entry. I don't know if we're going to see an immediate retest. I am liking the selling pressure here. If we don't get back above 42.97 for that retest, for the immediate retest, then I'll go ahead and wait until 42.90 cracks and then look for the immediate retest there to get in for shorts. I didn't make a lot of, I made 80 bucks. I bought some really cheap contracts, so they didn't really appreciate, but it was, what was it? It was just like a 5-point move, really. I mean, from 42.93, I got out at 42.98. So yeah, it was like five points. So it's really wasn't a big move. I was speculating that we were gonna make higher highs. You know, maybe hit 43.05, but got to make some adjustments along the way. Either way, I feel good. I mean, we got a win under our belt. Let's try to shoot for another one here. I don't want to get 42.97. I feel like that would be a really great entry. We're testing VWAP right now. We're finding a little bit of resistance. All right, we just cracked it. So if we can get below 42.90 and then see an immediate retest. All I'm doing is going with the flow of the market. If I see anything change, then I'm gonna have to make some adjustments, and that's okay. I'm gonna take what the market gives me. I am totally okay with that. $42.94 is acting as pretty strong support. So 42.90 just cracked. I just don't know how I feel about this. I'm not a big fan of this one. I'm gonna sit this one out. But we did just crack 42.90, so the original game plan was get in as we break 42.90, and then my stop loss would be at 42.93. But I don't like this. And then PMI is gonna be released in 2 minutes, so yeah, I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna sit out on this one. All right, we got 1 minute till PMI is released. All right. It is now 7. I like that 42.97 level. That's something that I'm keeping an eye on. 42.97. Excuse me. Can't fucking talk this morning. That 42.94 though is acting as really strong support. I don't want to get in because there's really strong volume here. Yeah. Oh, we made higher highs. There it is. All right, if we get below 42, if we retest 42.98, I'm gonna hop in for calls. See how things just change, man. Let's see what happens here. Ooh, baby. Oh, we had an immediate retest there. All right, we're in. So we got to stay above 42.96. Don't let me down. 42.96, stay above it. Ooh, I'm gonna have to get out here. Wait. All right, we're seeing a pretty nice buying here. Sell market. So I got in at 42.98. I don't want to see any lower lows. Come on, get back above 42.98. Don't play games with me now. Come on. I'm gonna have to get out here. I'm not liking this. Alright, so we did take an L. I should have probably let the dust settle before I hopped in. I kind of hopped in pretty early, but I saw my setup, so I took it. $42.94 was an area of interest. That's probably the better setup right there. $42.94. I didn't even think about that. I think $42.94 might do a better job of holding. Let's see if 42.94 holds. Yeah, we're seeing a little rejection there. I think that was the better play. Yep. 42.94 looking good. I'm not getting in. I'm just commentating here. Let's see. Truth is, we are kind of just, we're in a range. So not until we can start to form a trend here will I get in. So right now, buyers still have the upper hand. Not unless sellers step in and bring price down below 42.91 will I say that sellers have the upper hand. But for now, buyers are still, like, that level is still valid. I have that level drawn out from 42.94 down to 42.91. So as long as we stay above that, we're also above VWAP on the charts. So but I would have liked buyers to step in already. It is kind of finding acceptance in these levels, which I don't like. All right, it looks like that 42.91 is gonna crack. Yeah. Well, maybe we can see some lower lows. That way we can find some kind of trend here. Oh, wow. Damn, we've gotten 18 views but no likes. That's wild. I'd appreciate you guys if you can like the video. We're currently trading SPY, charting ES. If you trade SPX, literally the same thing, you know that. But we are trading both options and futures. Pretty strong rejection here at 42.89. Thank you for hitting the like button. Appreciate you guys. Um, Man, there's not much to say. Like, I don't like where we are right now. If we go back and see what happened pre-market, I mean, we're just kind of stuck within this range here. Very lackluster. Yeah, so there's not much from my end. If you guys are looking at something that maybe I haven't really touched on, let me know. But two very strong rejections up here. Strong rejection here. And we do have quite a bit of support. It's just it's tough to just go short. Not unless we see some strong selling step in, will I consider going short. But as of right now, I don't really see much. We're finding some support here. We just had a very strong rejection here at 42.86. The only zone that I'm keeping an eye on is from 42.97 down to 42.94. If we can get above that, then I'd be open to taking calls. But to the downside, I don't have much. How do I like this short move? I mean, we're making lower lows. I just, for me, I don't see an entry, so it kind of makes it a little tough. It makes it a little tough for me to get in, but if you're in short, I mean, just know we have a little bit of support right here at 42.88. We have a very strong rejection here at 42.84. So just be mindful when we get to those levels. See how price reacts. I just see so much support. Okay, great. Yeah. We're gonna have to go for shorter targets, just the way we opened up this morning too. I mean, very little continuation. We're gonna have to go for those shorter targets. Good job, Cam. That's a real scalper right there. So this is currently what I'm looking at right here. Let's go over to the golden time frame, the 2 minute. So if we can get above this little level here, 42.97, I want to see some strong buying, some large volume bars as we break past the zone. And if we can do that, I'm going to look for that immediate retest and take this to the upside. But this is where a lot of shorts have their stop losses here. 42.94, 42.97. So if we get above that, you could just imagine they're going to have to buy to cover, which is just going to fuel a huge uptrend, hopefully. But that's one of the reasons I like playing the break of supply zones, because you put either buyers or sellers underwater. And then when they cover, they just fuel the rally or the downtrend, whatever the case may be. I really don't want to have to take so many trades, right? I've already taken two, one winner, one loser. But as a trader, you kind of, if there's no continuation, you kind of end up taking a lot of trades because, you just find your setup. You just keep finding your setup, expecting for continuation. But we took that first trade, had that continue to go up, like I would have probably made enough to just call it a day. But since there's lack of continuation here, it kind of makes it a little tough to just walk away after one trade, you know what I mean? We're seeing some pretty strong rejections down here. Thank you, man. Thank you, Top Comp. I'm here live streaming every single day, you guys. Doing it for me, doing it for you guys. Just value, just trying to provide as much value. And then if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram. I'm posting there every single day. Tips, tricks, my strategy. So we're seeing a little double bottom here in the lower time frames, letting us know that there's buyers here. Man, I expected a better open today. I mean, so far it's been pretty lackluster. Where's all this support coming from? Let's go over that. Let's go over that. So we're seeing this support. I mean, it's right there, right? It's quite obvious. We have a lot of support here. We have this really big candle, right? This is interesting here. I wonder if we can find some kind of transition or control zone in this area. Like if we were to go down to like a lower time frame, maybe like the 2 minute, see if we can spot an area where buyers took over sellers. But then we did also have pretty strong rejection there. And then a little bit of support down here. Nothing to worry about really. I feel like this just might be the tough one that we need to crack. And then it's 42.85. That is a psychological level. So just a few things to consider here. Run it, knit. Let's get it started. Well, look, I'll typically hop off like around 9 a.m. But if price doesn't do much in like the next 30 minutes, then I'll probably end it off early, and then I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Every single day at 6:20 a.m. Pacific time, I'll be on here breaking down the charts and then just showing you guys my trades. I'm trying to be as transparent as possible. So far, we have that one winner that we caught in the morning as the market opened up, and then that second winner. Now, the downside of options is when it goes against you, it goes against you, if you know what I mean. So that second loss took most of my profits from the morning, even though I only risked like half the points that I won in the morning. And that's the reality when it comes to trading options. Social media, tends to show it off as the holy grail, but options can be lucrative, but they can also, they can wear you down sometimes. They can take a lot of your profits. All right, we're seeing some buyers here stepping in aggressively. If we can get above 42.97, like I said earlier, I'd be willing to go long. But I also just like what just happened here. This little zone from like 42.90 down to 42.87. Let me show you guys here on the 2-minute. Right, so this little zone here, this is nice. Right, so if we got two options here now. We can either get above 42.97 and I get in for calls, or we can get below this and I get in for puts. But I do want to see a few things. I need to see some nice volume stepping in as we break past these zones. And then I need to see an immediate retest after we break it. So when they talk about price action and volume, this is it right here. That's all I'm looking at. I'm looking at how price is reacting, and I'm looking at the volume that's entering the market. So far this zone is being respected. But if sellers can just step in aggressively and break past it with some nice volume, then it could potentially be a good setup to go short, to get in for puts. But I will say, under the circumstances, any setup is low probability because just the context is not really cooperating with us. It's not doing a good job of really supporting our trades. And this is what I mean by context, like us being in a tight range, bouncing from above VWAP to below VWAP, and not having a true direction, not having a true trend is going to make any trade setup lower probability. What is the short target price? Well, as I mentioned earlier, we have quite a bit of support. So I'm gonna keep an eye on 42.85, which I think we could potentially break, and then after that, probably 42.80. I don't get out until price tells me to. So, but these are levels that I'm looking at. I'm looking at 42.85, 42.85, and then I'm looking at 42.77. And then if we can get below those two levels, I think we can ride this thing all the way down to 42.65. But all these levels that I'm mentioning, like, these are levels that are meant to be broken. All levels are meant to be broken. At some point, they're going to be broken. So I just really like to, I just let price tell me what to do, basically. So I'll go ahead and keep you guys updated as as if we do happen to get in this trade, I'll let you guys know where my stop loss is and update you guys. Good shit, Cam. You hit 920. That second trade, the first trade, I didn't get in on my futures account. But that second trade, you saw it. I took an L, so I am currently down on my futures account. Man, I love the consistency, Cam. You've been here since day one, and I see you're making money. Seems like you're making money every day, so that's amazing. Kudos to you, bro. So we're now just retesting 42.94. And if you go back a few candles, we had a pretty strong rejection here. So this could set off. Yeah, so this is where we're at right now. We're just kind of stuck in between. I guess you could call them these two lanes right here. We have sellers up here, we have buyers up here. So it's 50-50 at this point. And we have not done anything today. We're flat right now. We're seeing some buying here. So this 42.89 is holding up price. We could speculate, a higher high here, but where would you put your stop loss? I'm not okay with risking more than 3 points. I try to keep my losses as minimal as possible, so I prefer to wait until we can break past a significant zone, and typically those zones tend to be anywhere from 2 to 3 points. So right now we're seeing gradual increases in volume. I'm looking at the 1 minute here. We're seeing a little more volume stepping in. And then a little more. Okay, this is looking pretty good. $42.97 has to crack. If it cracks, and then we can see the 1 minute. So I'm gonna wait until we have clear confirmation that we're above 42.97. So typically I wait for like a 1 minute candle to open above that level and then look for the immediate retest. But if you're looking at the 1 minute the 1 minute chart, like just notice how from 743 we just had gradual increases in volume. That's what I like to see. It looks pretty good. All right, I'm gonna hop in here.
Order filled.
Stop loss is at 42.94. Let's hope that we can break. I feel like it's gonna be a strong break since we did see a pretty strong rejection here initially. This could potentially just take off. Hopefully, let's see. Let's see what this does here. So my first target's gonna be 43.05. I want to at least try to get 10 points. So if we can get to 43.07, And keep in mind these resistance levels that I have marked down, they're like from like almost a year ago in the higher time frame. So I don't know how spot on they are, right? You can't really, I can't look back a year ago in the 2 minute time frame and see exact, or like the 10 minute time frame. Stop loss is at 42.94, man. I need this to work. Come on. So it seems like this 42.97 level is having a hard time. We're still not in the clear. I don't like it. So we're buying. Come on, let's go, baby. Alright, we're break even here. Just gotta break past that 42.97 level. Hit me, baby, one more time. Is it really that tough for you to get up above 42.97? Come on. What's the hold up? Sorry, the market just likes playing with my feelings. Come on now, get up there. There you go. Yeah, 0 DTs, dude. I know what most people will say, you know. If you mitigate your risk, it doesn't matter what you're trading. So we're currently we're in calls, we're in longs. I'm trading both futures and options right now. And I want to get up above 42.97 is giving us a hard time here, which I don't like. I don't like this. But the first target is I'm gonna gauge 43.05, and then I'm gonna trim. If we can get to 43.07, I would trim some. But I don't want to get ahead of myself because we still, market's being stubborn right now. We were off to such a great start. We broke past our zone with some nice volume, and right now it seems like we hit a wall here. The girl like me. Yeah, Zersky, come on. Playtime is over. Come on, let's get up above these levels. I guess you can say we're finding acceptance here. We haven't really made significant lows, so I mean, I'm not tripping just yet. Fingers on the trigger. If this does not go in our direction, then I'm gonna have to get out. Usually the best plays work out immediately. Like they don't, at least for me, they don't usually, hover around like this. So this for me right now is a red flag. But again, stop loss is pretty tight. We've got 42.94. If we get below that, then I'm gonna have to bounce. Wow. You are being a freaking ass. Come on, buddy. It might just need a little bit of encouragement. If everybody goes in for calls, then maybe it'll bring price up. No, I'm just kidding. This is not financial advice, you guys. Please consult your financial advisor. This is purely for entertainment and maybe a little bit of education. But I don't want you guys. I would be doing you a disservice by just telling you to do this, by not really explaining the reasoning behind it. So just, I guess what I'm trying to say is have conviction in your own trades. Don't just get into a trade because someone else is getting into a trade. Man, this is booty. So like I said earlier, most under these conditions, the trades are going to be lower probability because there's no continuation here. So that makes it really tough. Fingers on the trigger. Ah! Fucking A. So I did get out. Damn, this one I risked a little more than I wanted to. 4 points. 4 points on this one. I really want to see if you can go downtown. Nice. So now you wanna go up. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Look at that. Would you look at that? It's gonna break. Yeah, you're gonna break, aren't you? Yup, you're gonna break. Freaking A, dude. Isn't it funny how that works? It's almost like she's listening. The market's listening to us. As soon as I said, "Oh, I'm gonna get out," look what she did. Boy, I really wanna see. You just might type. Yeah, I did stop out. I did stop out. So I'm currently out of this position. I just had to respect my stop loss. It is what it is. Um, Lack of continuation though, man. It's kind of boring when it's like this. We saw some of this last week on Monday, I believe, and Tuesday. And it wasn't until Wednesday, Thursday, Friday when um, continuation picked up a little bit. I mean, Friday we had an absolutely amazing day. But I have to admit, when we're trading sideways like this, it's tough for me, dude. It's tough for me to trade. I know a lot of people have different strategies. I've just come to perfect one. Like I've perfected just one, and it thrives the best when we have continuation, when there's volatility, when we're trending. and I still haven't been able to piece together a strategy um, for days like this. And this just proves my point. I thought 42.97 was gonna crack here, and it didn't. There's just no continuation here, so it is what it is, man. The first trade that I took. Make sure you track your trades, you guys. Very important. First trade that I took was this morning. 42.91 up to 42.93. So we got 2 points. And for calls, size was 6. Fees, I'm pretty sure was 6.40. Risked about 2 points. And I got out for 5. So not the best. Oh, Nana. What's money? Oh boy. Second trade was a call, right? It was a call. We got up here. This one was, I think this would be. Risked. How much did we risk? We risked 42.98. 2 points. Then another one. This one this last play I risked a little more than I like. 6.40, and we went in 42.97. Yeah, this was 4 points. All right, we're not taking any trades until later, so I'm gonna get out of here, you guys. I'll be back on here tomorrow at 6:20 the same time. Appreciate you guys hopping on, keeping me company, and I'll see you here tomorrow. Peace.